Hey guys, welcome back to the House of Wrinkles, bringing you the how-to for English Bulldogs and other canine tips and tricks. Today we're going to talk to you about how to get your newborn puppy to go potty. So this video is part 2 to a 3-part series where we're talking about a healthy newborn puppy and how to care for it. And we mentioned in the last video that a quiet puppy is a happy puppy. And one of the reasons why, or I'll just tell you all 3 reasons that a puppy would be crying is only because they're either hungry, their tummy hurts, or if they're cold. So this video is all about their tummies and how to help them go potty. So what we did, you do not have to buy a wipe warmer, but we did. You want to use unscented plain baby wipes, or you can just use a paper towel with warm water. And what you want to do is you want to rub or pat their little bottoms, and that causes them to tinkle and also helps them poop. You want to make sure that your puppy pees and poops every feeding. We do this process before we feed them and also afterwards, and usually they'll always tinkle both times, before and after they eat. But they'll probably only poop either before or after, one or the other. But what we do is we keep a chart to make sure that each puppy is pooping on a regular basis. Ideally, you want your puppy to poop at least 8 times a day, which sounds like a lot, but that's for the first 2 weeks anyway. And if they're not, it could be a sign of constipation. So I'll give you a little tip on how to relieve constipation. Now, if you keep your litter with the mama, then she should do this. But some mamas don't, so it's important to know this. You don't want to let it go. You do not want to let your litter go without using the bathroom. It can be detrimental. Now, for English Bulldogs, we don't keep the puppies with the mama just for safety reasons. Sometimes they can be clumsy and step on them or roll over on them, and you don't want to risk anything like that. So we keep them separated. Now, we do encourage her to lick on her babies and try to clean them. So what we do is just to reinforce that the puppy is definitely using the bathroom. It's just to make sure 100%. So because they're not with her all the time, she's not going to clean every puppy. She's not going to get it all done. So it's important that that we do it for her. Now, one tip that I want to give you on constipation is Karo syrup. So it's really, really important to have Karo syrup on hand if you're going to have a litter, because it's good for a lot of things, and we'll go over all the reasons it's good in another video. But for this, what I want to tell you is you can just you just want to give them a little drop, 1 or 2 little drops on their tongue, and this works wonders for a lot of different reasons. But anyway, it does help with constipation. Another point I want to let you know about is when you're wiping your newborn puppy's bottom, say 16 times a day, or more, whatever, their little bottoms can get raw from that, and they can actually start bleeding. So what you want to do is you want to have some Vaseline on hand, and I'll show you kind of what I do. But you can tell And as they get bigger, just one little wipe ain't gonna do it. So, because these little guys can tinkle a lot. Oh, let me show you. So here's the Vaseline. What we do is just kind of get a little bit on the end of your finger. Just kind of wipe its little bottom with it. So another thing I want to tell you is sometimes I was talking in the other video about how the mama bleeds for several weeks, and how sometimes if you don't really be careful and watch, these little guys can get back there and they can actually ingest some of mama's blood. That can give them a little bit of a bloody stool. Now, naturally, blood in the stool is a warning sign that something's definitely wrong. But you don't want to panic if you see it, because it could be just the fact that they've ingested some of the mama's blood. So what you want to do is watch really closely. If the blood continues during several feedings, then that's probably a sign that there's something wrong. But if they only poop the blood just once or twice, then chances are everything's fine, no reason to panic, and it's just probably that they got some of that in their system. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for our third video on how to keep your newborn puppies warm. Now I want to tell you, this video on that is going to be super, super important. The number one reason why you will lose a newborn puppy is because they get cold. So that video is super important. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Follow us on all of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'll see you again next time.